Here in this series, I will provide 100 current topics which are in news in recent months. Obviously, when interview was going on in November, so I had provided some of the topics. So in this series, I'll provide 100 topics. So in 25 each part in 4 parts, 2 parts I'll provide today and 2 parts you will get tomorrow. Obviously, I'm really sorry I'm late. Some people already appeared in interviews, but those who are they are connected with me, I provided some input where they were having any doubt regarding questions, topics, and other. So this topic will be helpful for 21 interview, those remaining candidates, and also 22 candidates also. Obviously, for 22, some more topics will be provided, but here in the series, I'll provide 100 topics in 4 parts, 25 topics in each part. So first is India ready for same-sex union, means same-sex marriage? This news is in much debate, and obviously on this topic, in fact, entire you can say religious clergy are on same platform. Every religious preacher or so-called champion of the religious practices and other things, they are opposing. So judiciary obviously will hear this case, and a lot of things will emerge. But at this time, obviously, court's verdict is not yet open. Whatever information is with you, uh, you should say your opinion. अभी तक के जो इंफॉर्मेशन है उसके आधार पे आपको ओपिनियन अपना बताना है. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है इंडियन सोसाइटी इज बिकमिंग मोर टॉलरेंट, योर ओपिनियन. अब ऑब्वियसली देखो, आप इस टॉपिक में किसी भी एक्सट्रीम पे नहीं जा सकते हो. यू कैन नॉट गो कि यस डेफिनेटली इंडियन सोसाइटी इज much tolerant. There is no need to stay here. I know some people are of that opinion ki this is the worst society we are living in. No, but the things ki when you are studying relative things, some society are doing better than Indian society in terms of tolerance and other aspects, and some society are doing far worse than Indian society. So your opinion should be balanced. Some of the things, but anyway, in aggregate, you should say positive, because there are few sections of society, there are few people who are not aware about the things, who are not aware about the betterment of society, those who are not well read, or those who are having narrow mindedness, they are creating problem. But in larger sense, you should say yes, society, there is some degradation of value, some intolerance is increasing in some instances, due to either internet or something, social media. Some people are joining some group, and there are so many posts and other things which are creating instability in the mind of youths and other. So that is a problem. But anyway, you should be positive in larger context. Next topic number 3, deepfake technology and doctored videos are new challenges in front of law enforcing agency. So nowadays, through deepfake technology, you can see there are a lot of doctor video, and recently one of the YouTuber, I'm not going to take the name. So he was obviously case is not final, so I cannot say, but he is in custody, and there are multiple FIRs in against him. And obviously, there was unrest in the Tamil Nadu, for example, ki migrant laborers are beaten, and also there is violence against these migrant workers. So obviously, the things when a still investigation and other aspects is going on, so a lot of charges framed against. So this is one part. Another part, for example, ki you are making some doctor video, ki video or voice is actual voice is of some other person, but it looks like some other person is. For example, you see some the entertaining video, ki some, for example, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is speaking Bhojpuri. Obviously, he is not speaking Bhojpuri, but due to use of technology and other things, there are certain problems it is being created. सो ये एक प्रॉब्लम है और ये लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट एजेंसी के अगेंस्ट एक प्रॉब्लम है, तो आपको ये जानना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट, स्टेरी डॉग मेनेस इज बिकमिंग चैलेंज इन आर अर्बन एरियाज, योर सजेशन टू डील विद दिस सिचुएशन। अभी देखोगे, फॉर एग्जांपल दिल्ली में एक ही फैमिली के दो बच्चे का डेथ हो गया, तो डॉक्टर ने जो प्राइमरी रिपोर्ट जो था, ऑब्वियसली मैंने उस केस को प्रॉपर नहीं परसू किया, लेकिन जो मैंने प्राइमरी लेवल पे मैंने देखा, तो डॉक्टर्स ने भी रिपोर्ट में कहा कि हाँ, ये जो है डॉग बाइट के कारण ही ये, मतलब एनिमल बाइट के कारण ही ये प्रॉब्लम हुआ है। तो बहुत सारे जगहों में, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल जब से फॉर एग्जांपल न्यूज ये मैंने देखा, तो अभी फॉर एग्जांपल मॉर्निंग वॉक पे भी जाता हूँ, तो समटाइम इफ आई सी डॉग, तो लगता है ना कि मतलब ऐसा हो सकता है। तो आप जब बहुत सारी चीजों को देखते हो तो शायद मन में थोड़ा हो जाता है, बट ऑब्वियसली द थिंग्स अपार्ट पर्सनल, ये लेकिन एक ये चैलेंज है, और इसके लिए कुछ इनिशिएटिव्स लिए जा रहे हैं। तो गुड इनिशिएटिव्स इसमें जो हैं, वो आप उसको पढ़ोगे कि कुछ स्टेट्स हैं उन्होंने अच्छे इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं उसके बारे में। नेक्स्ट, फॉर एग्जांपल ये आपका सीएपीएफ पर्सन के थ्रू के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आपको जरूरी इस पर ओपिनियन आपको देना, इनफैक्ट ओपिनियन सारे टॉपिक्स पे आपको देने हैं। which is good for economy in long term, new pension scheme or old pension scheme. Remember, I am the opinion may be in general. For example, from CAPF personnel, one opinion is from CAPF personnel, and other opinion related to economy in larger context. So you should see what is the positive, negative. Okay, so your opinion is not directly without analyzing the situation. So prior analysis of the topic is important. So you should analyze the things. Okay, so next is blue economy and sustainable development. Blue economy is related to the economy which is related to our ocean, sea. Ye trade, majority of the trade, particularly bulky cargo, are traded or transported through sea or ocean route. Waterways is one of the cheapest mode of transportation, and bulky transportation, you can bulky goods, you can transport through that. And for sustainable development, it is utmost important. In fact, in India also, at this time, for example, government of India recognized 111 national waterways. Obviously, work progress is very less, very slow pace, but still cargo movement and tourism started on national waterways number one. Okay, so read on that, go through. Next, what are India's agenda and priorities for G20 chairmanship? So India is having G20 chairmanship, and it took from Indonesia, and it will transfer to Brazil. So Indonesia, India, Brazil, it is known as Troika. So question is also asked, okay, which are the Troika? So what are India's main agenda? Obviously, world is so much fragmented at this time कि no agenda is good enough to cater all the members. For example, India is in next question it will come. India is if conducting meeting in Arunachal Pradesh or Jammu Kashmir, then China will not participate. Maybe Pakistan will not participate. So there are challenges. Okay, so what are India's agenda and priorities? We will provide that thing. We will try to resolve the issue. Next, topic number 8, related to G20 itself. G20 meeting in India are happening in different cities in India. Are you aware about any meeting happening in your state? Tell us the theme on which it is based. So, more than, for example, 50 meetings will be conducted in different cities, and it is already ongoing process. So, if there is any meeting, you cannot remember each and every meeting, but if there is any meeting in your state, so you should know about the theme on which it is based. Next, topic number 9, idealism in international relationship is just found in books, not in practice. Do you agree? Give examples in support of your argument with reference to India. It is said in Palmerston dictum, okay, कि, there is no permanent friend and no permanent enemy in international relations. Only permanent interest of a country, and that too interest also is not a static interest. Permanent interest of the country is there, but not that static. It is also a dynamic. What was India's interest in 1950? Definitely, it is not in 2023. And what is in 2023? Definitely, that will not be exact in 2030, 2035, or 2050. So interests are changing, but country's interest is utmost priority. So in idealism, it is nothing such as idealism in international relationship, and even not India or any country is following. So your interest matters. So you should give opinion, examples, etc. Next, ISRO's coming mission and causes of delay of some of the important mission. Some of the important missions are already delayed. For example, Gaganyaan mission. It was supposed to be launched in 22 itself. So also Sukriyaan mission, Aditya L1 mission. Many missions are getting delayed. So why there is delay in mission? Usually on ISRO, some topic will come in later part. Also in second means maybe second third part you will get related to other aspects, other dimensions of ISRO. So here you should study about that. Next, everything in this world is relative, okay, except a speed of light. Explain this statement. Obviously this is not a current topic, it is means evergreen topic, you can say. Anytime this topic is asked, but sometime opinion is asked ki everything is relative, ki how you are seeing something. For example, poverty. So poverty also you can see in terms of relative term. For example, someone is earning 20,000, then someone will find, yes, the person is earning 20,000. Some other person will say, this fellow is just earning 20,000. Okay, so some will say, okay, 20,000 he is earning, then he must be saving 10,000. Someone will say, ki, in 20,000, how he is surviving. Okay, so the lot of things, just I'm giving an example. So you should give some example, explain the statement. Next is Prahari app for BSF personnel by MHA. Read that, particularly, for example, those who have given BSF as first choice. But anyway, you should go through. Next is NCRT syllabus controversy related to removing parts related to Mughal dynasty. For example, in today newspaper, I did not go through in detail, but I think there is also related to Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, some of the statement or something. So that controversy you should go through, you should read that. After that, topic number 14, Operation Dost and related aspects such as NDRF, its success and challenges. Actually, Operation Dost was in the help and support in Syria, Turkey earthquake. So India was one of the countries which was early responder, and our team. And this time, it was good ki we kept all our equipments and all our support system, vehicles, etc. Everything we boarded in plane and we took there. Okay, so you should go through. And NDRF means it was praised for its work. After recent human development report and performance of India, in human development report, generally India's performance is not good. One, due to large population and lack of money, and money is not sometimes spent in a rationalized way, because there are so many things, so many schemes, so many things, but sometimes due to that government is spending money, but it is not reaching to the last mile where it is intended to. So go through. Next, inflation in India, its causes for generally higher level bracket. Actually, inflation target, for example, having from 2016, it is CPI inflation, and bracket is 4 plus minus 2. If two consecutive quarter it is not in this bracket, then it is assumed as it is a failure. So nowadays, at least for example, it is in the range, but anyway, it is 5 plus. So high in higher level bracket. And some months back, in fact, it was it crossed the bracket 4 plus minus 2, obviously upper bracket. So why there is so much inflation in India? You can explain. Next, International Year of Millet 2023 and significance for India in terms of nutritional security. Millets initially was considered a poor food, but nowadays it is rich person who are consuming. So India, with the help of India, I mean, with the pressing from India, it has been declared at International Year for Millet. 2023 is declared. So what is its significance? Millet production, some is nutritional aspects should go through. After that, national strategy for sustainable tourism. Tourism, for example, was affected due to COVID-19. Tourism sector was the worst affected area. So what we can do something better for tourism. Actually, what is happening? One theme I am observing. Some of my friends I'm observing they are preferring to go outside India as compared to visiting India because they are saying कि relatively India is costlier. Even if they are in India, they are saying कि India is costlier as compared to some of the country, for example, Indonesia and uh, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, etc. So there are some problems. So how we can attract more tourists? Just go through, and also it should be sustainable tourism. Next topic number 19, development of power sector and energy sector in India. So you should go through because energy, one of the criteria of measuring the development condition of any country is consumption of energy and power. Next, ethanol policy of India to make India less dependent on import and support for our farmers. Actually, India reached 10% ethanol blending in 20 to June 22 itself. Now our target is 20%, 20% ethanol blending in petrol, and that by 2025. So, what is the latest development? Any initiative, any incentive provided by the government? Next topic number 21, semiconductor industry in India, especially in terms of cheap manufacturing from design and fabrication and related policy to promote this industry. Actually, cheap is the main ingredients of any electronic gadgets devices. And at this time, just for 24 hours, if you think I will not use anything which is using cheap thing, then life will be very difficult. Everything from your mobile devices, laptop, other aspects, okay, even in your many machines and all. So they are using cheap, even vehicles and other things. Okay, so go through about that. After that, MSP and its impact. What is the condition on ground? So MSP means minimum support price. So some of the major crop you should know, particularly the crop which is grown in your area, in your state, if it is major crop production. Actually, 23 crops MSP is declared. So in terms of MSP, for example, one is A2. A2 cost. A2 cost means actual cost of production. For example, you are using land cost, land rent, plus seed, fertilizer, irrigation, and other aspects. Okay. So this is the A2 and FL. It is family labor. So at this time, MSP is 150% of generally of A2, but farmers are demanding it should be A2 plus FL, but it is not included A2 plus FL, so it is family labor. So 23 crops are declared, but government is procuring very less crop, particularly just wheat and paddy. Obviously, some pulses are also procured because recently we have seen ki under food security mission or free food ration, some pulses were distributed also. Next, genetic modification technology. You can see say gene editing technology. Okay, latest development in this area. Next, Chat GPT, a boon or bane. Its working and future. You should go through. Next, lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle. Are we moving at right pace to harness the potential in this field? So your opinion, your latest development, challenges and opportunity, government initiative, promotion of government. So in first part, we cover 25 topics. Obviously, in next part, next 25 topics. So by tomorrow, I'll complete 100 topics. Obviously, for 22 batch, more topics in coming days. but go through these topics, make opinion is most important aspect, but in these topics some of the basic data, basic information you should also gather. Okay, thank you.